Hello, good morning. Happy New Year, everybody watching my video. Today I want to make a very quick video and I'm going to talk. It's my last video of the year, but I want to talk and this is just it. So let me begin. Ladies and gentlemen, Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Yes, I don't want you. You don't need to be my friend. No, you don't need to love me. I don't need you to love me. And I don't need you to accept me. And I don't need you around me. I will say, they say, there's a proverb, they say, he who exposes his house embarrasses himself. No, this one I will talk because it's demonic. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Jesus Christ. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Right now in the courts here, there's a court case. Akwa Ibom Association, the chapter, fighting with the national over nothing. Over nothing. And they took it into court and they fight to the point that the judge is confused. The judge doesn't know his left hand. The judge is listening to this and listening to the more they're talking, the more they confuse the judge. I can see inside the case that this case, you no get head, you no get tail. You no get head, you no get tail. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Akwa Ibom people will always take last. And here's the reason why I say so. The Yorubas are united. The Igbos are united. The Hausa people are united. Akwa Ibom people are the only people I've met that operate as a unit. Every person, every man for himself. Every man for himself. Even in the gatherings, there's no true love. In the gatherings, everybody, their smile is plastic. The smile is not real. It's just smiling. We are gathering. Just the gathering to wear clothes. May they see who wear clothes. May they see who wear shoe. May they see who drive car. May they see who is successful. It has no love in it involved. I am telling you that Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Akwa Ibom people, the way they are tearing themselves apart in Houston, in court, the way they tear them, you see someone will get up. It's almost like we're back in kindergarten. Write the list of all those. Write list and go and report people overseas to people back in Uyo. Going to report people to government. These are like list of noisemakers when we were in secondary school. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Akwa Ibom people are the first people I've seen that they talk so they people no fit marry again in the community. Rather, you're safer to marry outside the Akwa Ibom community. Find another person, a foreigner, and marry. They talk. They will talk and talk and talk. Akwa Ibom is the first place I've seen that if someone is down, they will just unite to actually kill him. They will talk. They will create profile of the person when know they're true. Akwa Ibom is the first set of people. Let me tell you, Yorubas unite. Sote Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, entered Lagos. Yorubas unite. Sote the owner, CEO of Google, entered Lagos. Igbos will unite. Sote they can give chieftaincy title to TD Jakes. Igbos have united till they penetrate the political system of United States. I have attended here in Houston political meetings sponsored by Igbos with top political executives of the United States. Akwa Ibom people, in fact, if a Akwa Ibom man hears you're going at that level, they'll tear you down. Akwa Ibom people know how to tear themselves down. And Akwa Ibom man going through divorce, they will rush in secretly and speed up the process so that they can go and sleep with the woman. That is all, so that they can go and sleep with the woman. If they see two people together, boyfriend and girlfriend, they will rush and go and so that they can break apart the relationship. They will go and gossip to the woman. They will gossip and gossip and gossip till they break the relationship and scatter it so that they can go and sleep with her and spoil the plans of the two people. If they see a man trying to do Akwa Ibom, you must hide everything. You must hide who you're going out with. You must hide the business you're doing. You must hide. Everything is hidden. It's like which everybody, they hate themselves. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. If today the Northerners turned on Akwa Ibom as they turned on the Igbos, Akwa Ibom will be stranded because it will be every man for himself. They cannot unite on anything. They cannot unite on any. Here in America, they are fighting like cats and dogs. Political over a non-government organization. It's a non-government organization. Oh, there's no money to be made inside it. Rather, it is something that they're using. The little money they will make, people's money, they will put it in their pocket. They'll steal $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. They'll put it in their pocket. Then when you question them, they'll go for juju back home. They'll go and do juju. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. They hate themselves. They hate. If an Akwa Ibom man finds gold, he will hide it. He will only be driving his car with a shovel in the middle of the night to go and get it for himself alone. Other tribes are united. Hausas are united. Igbos are united. Yoruba are united. Akwa Ibom people block themselves. They block themselves even in marriage. They block themselves in everything. They block themselves in everything. They compete against each other. Tear themselves down. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. They hate themselves. See, I don't care. I know they'll throw the prophet. They say, he who embarrasses his house as him. I don't care anymore. It is demonic. Jesus Christ. It is demonic. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Jesus. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. They could talk. Person could see person. For example, when I was sitting, I used to grow up with the Igbo community. They can see a man going out with a lady. People will start praying, oh, we hope it works out. Or even, it was when I got close to Yoruba community. Yoruba are trying to match. They say, hey, you, why you no come out with this babe? Oh, you wait. Akwa Ibom, they must say something and destroy the man's relationship. Or they must say something and destroy the woman's relationship. Akwa Ibom hate themselves. Akwa Ibom, you do business. Don't you dare let another Akwa Ibom man know the business you're doing. Igbos, the other day, I was watching a video where they were talking about that the biggest cooperative in the world is Alaba International Market. That the Igbo people have created a banking system that is beyond understanding. Why? You will be an acquaintance for an Igbo man. After some time, he will open a shop for you. Akwa Ibom man is a lie. For you to get, even if you bring an authentic business to an Akwa Ibom man, to get the money out of the Akwa Ibom man, to get the money is your suffering. An Akwa Ibom man will make you feel like you're doing him a favor. Igbo people, you'll explain. Igbo man will ask you a few questions. Once he knows exactly how the business works, you see him 100,000, 200,000. The easiest clients I've ever had in my life are Igbo men. Show them the business, show them the profit. 200,000, $100,000, 500,000. Akwa Ibom man will act like you're trying to run with his money, and in the end, he will open it for $100. $100 is what he will open for you, and this $100 you spoke to him for 5 days. Akwa Ibom people are, oh Jesus, they hate themselves. They hate themselves. They hate themselves beyond understanding. Akwa Ibom people will combine with a foreigner to destroy you. They will take sides with a foreigner and combine and destroy you. They will take sides against their own. Akwa Ibom man is ready to stand with another person from another part of some other part of the world and destroy their own person. Destroy and act. And then let me tell you another thing. Everywhere I've gone, Yoruba will speak their language. Yoruba will sing songs in their language. Yoruba will speak their language. Yoruba will honor themselves. Igbo will speak their language. Igbo, Akwa Ibom people are the only one that want to show you they can speak English and that they can speak it with intonation. I don't know what happened to us. I don't know whether it was the British incursion of us in the pre-colonial times that did that thing to us. Akwa Ibom person will want to show you that he knows English and that he has degrees. Igbo people don't have time to tell you about their degrees. Igbo man will tell you about business. He can even, the other day I was sitting there. In fact, let me not go far. Last night, an Igbo man was having a very strong seminar. A very, very strong seminar about how to make money. I sat down there, tears were running down my eye. We are not related to him. We are not even friends with the guy. The guy was showing us stuff. If it is a Akwa Ibom man, he will never mention it for anybody to hear. And if you go out and start showing people like that, they say you be mumu, you don't know anything, because everybody now witch, everybody now wizard. If there's anything that has killed Akwa Ibom, is this witch wizard thing. Akwa Ibom has the highest concentration of churches in the whole of Nigeria. Witch and wizard. Everybody is a witch and wizard. Everybody is out to bring you down. Everybody is out to destroy you. Everybody is out to do this. Everybody is out to do that. Akwa Ibom people have no love for themselves. They hate themselves like hell. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. I have never seen anything. Today, I will rant it out. It's my last video. You know, I've not released a video in months. I've not released a video for months in my time. But this one, let me say it. I've never seen anything like it before. Since I was born, I've never seen it before. Akwa Ibom man, don't allow an Akwa Ibom man. If you're from Akwa Ibom, you're lying and they see that you're doing well and everything is well. Come and check out the gossip that will come out. And they have this skill. They will take something simple and talk about it till it looks like you have a criminal profile. They say it goes on the internet. What is that about? Oyibo, millions of Oyibo go on the internet. There's nothing wrong. Millions of people are outspoken in this life. There's nothing wrong. Your own, they will say he's outspoken and they will talk. There's a way they would say it and say it and say it to you, become a criminal. They say he's outspoken. He talks and he talks. He talks. He says things. If he sees something that is wrong, he will talk. They will talk until you become a criminal. If you're on the internet, they will talk. There's a way, they have a way of bringing you down. They will keep on saying, oh, he goes on the internet. Oh, he goes on the internet. As if there is no time in my life I've ever seen that going on the internet is a criminal thing. I've never seen it in my life. But in Akwa Ibom, there's a way they can talk it till you become a criminal. They will talk it. Everybody has a messy marriage or a messy divorce. Or they will talk Akwa Ibom people, they will not kneel down and pray for you. Oh. They will not wish you well. Oh. There will be no sympathy. Oh. They will laugh. They will laugh. They will laugh, and they will talk and add pepper and salt to it, to the point that that marriage will end. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Look, let me tell you, in a society, when I've gone to churches, my church is Omega Fire Ministries. I go to church. When I go to church, I'll hear testimony. A woman 50 years old got married. A woman 65 got, other tribes of Akwa Ibom, they've blocked themselves totally. If they see a man going, they must go and blow gossip there and scatter it. They block themselves, scatter in overseas. Oh, overseas is even, the feeling I have here is worse than the feeling I have in the village back in Nigeria. It's as evil as that. In Nigeria, in the village, I'm very careful. Very, very careful. Very, very careful where you go in, where you eat food, where you drink water, who you talk with, who you shake hands with. In the village, I'm very careful. But in Houston, I never thought I'd have that feeling in Houston. Houston, USA, Akwa Ibom, I never thought I'd have that feeling. They hate themselves. They hate themselves like shit. They ain't shit. They hate themselves. They have hatred for themselves. They hate themselves. No good second. No good second. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. I've never seen anything like that before. You tell someone, don't steal money. The money is for all. That person must go for juju. You tell somebody, don't do this or don't do that. They get angry. They must go for juju. Akwa Ibom people, they are the one people I see that way. If they have power, they will do things so that people will know. Like, you think Trump is small. Trump is small. You think Trump was a problem. Akwa Ibom person with power. Jesus Christ. Especially here overseas. Non-government organization. Come and see how they scatter. They scatter themselves. Yoruba are using non-government organization to bring Mark Zuckerberg into Nigeria. CEO of Facebook. Yoruba use non-government organization to buy planes, to buy ship, to do big things. Yoruba use non-government organization to bring in CEO of Google. Yoruba use non-government organization and everything to climb into to Silicon Valley. Yoruba use everything. They enter Hollywood. Yoruba are in Hollywood. Yoruba are everywhere now. Igbo are everywhere now. Akwa Ibom people fight among themselves till they can go nowhere. Nowhere. There's nowhere. In fact, if you want to go to, let the Akwa Ibom man here, you're trying to penetrate Hollywood, he will bring it down. He will bring it down. He will bring it down. Let the Akwa Ibom man hear that you are involved in anything big. He must tear you down. He must bring you down. Let the Akwa Ibom man hear you're getting close to a woman. They will go and talk to that woman and spread gossip till that relationship will end. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. They hate themselves. Jesus is demonic. Jesus Christ. Jesus, oh, they hate themselves. They hate. I've never seen anything like it before. I know I'm ranting. I know the people say he's lost it. I know people will say I'm mad. People will say all kinds of things. People will even form story. They say, oh, because he's not. I know what, those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. To the point that everybody's isolated. Everybody. And I'm thinking, let us say, for example, the Igbos have armed themselves. The Hausas are in the north. Let's say war breaks out. What will Akwa Ibom people do? And Akwa Ibom people, let me show you how weak they are. They don't have a sense of like justice. Like say, okay, this thing, it don't battle with the northerners. No, they know how to, you see that they have not yet escaped that boy, gate man and watch night mentality. They cannot stand and take a stand and say, this thing is bad. No, what they know is they say, keep peace so that you can still make your money. Keep peace so that you can still chop your money. And this money, they chop it by themselves. They chop alone and they die alone. Like that thing where they say Igbo people will do business and open a store for another person. Igbo people will do business and hand over money to another person and say, you go and do business. Igbo people will pick someone and say, let's go to China together. Let me show you the road to China. Yeah. Akwa Ibom people are isolated, one unit each at a time. But somehow inside there, they're thinking of greatness. You cannot be great. A tree cannot be a forest. A tree cannot be a forest. You cannot be great alone. Greatness is a collective issue. The whole world, China, we talk about China. The Chinese are united in ways you cannot dream of. The Chinese are united. The other day, I was telling the story of how I was in a car with a Chinese man. I think the Chinese man mistakenly got up and left with his bag. I opened the bag. It was full of foreign passports. They have penetrated till they hold passports of every country. You cannot interfere with their travel. If it is Akwa Ibom man, they hear that they detain you in the airport, they'll start trying to find that maybe they detained him because he has cocaine. Maybe they detained him at the airport because he shows off too much. He speaks too much big English. Akwa Ibom, Akwa Ibom will form story now. They must form story so that when they look at you as if you're a criminal. Akwa Ibom will form story that someone had a divorce, a messy divorce. They will form story till that person is like a criminal. Is like a criminal. They will form story. Someone lost his job. Oh, they will form story till that person looks like he's a criminal. Akwa Ibom they have no love for themselves, but somehow they are seeking greatness. They have no love for themselves. They've blocked themselves to the point that their women will sleep with foreigners, will sleep with everyone. They cannot be with their men anymore. They've blocked themselves till their men. It's better off you marry a foreign person than you marry their own women. Akwa Ibom hate themselves. They hate themselves like shit. They hate themselves. I've never seen anything like it before. If you're in a job, don't tell them. You don't tell people where you're working at. I discovered this late in my life. This is how they are. Where I just do a little thing. That's how they are. Oh, they cannot divulge because they hate themselves. They hate themselves. Everybody is a suspect. Everybody is out to destroy everybody. Everybody is stingy. Everybody. Like I do business. Ask anybody who's done business. Igbo people, just give him the concept. Show him 100,000, 200,000, 300. Yoruba man, show him the concept. Talk to him. If he looks at, he will ask you a lot of strong questions. He will look you in your eye. But if he sees the concept, you get money. Akwa Ibom man, you will talk for 7 days. You will talk for 9 days, and you go get only $100 out of him. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. Jesus. I've said it today. Oh, I know they say he who embarrasses his house or washes his dirty linen. I don't care. It's demonic. It's too much. They hate themselves till they cannot move forward as a group. They cannot. Even with all the money they have, they cannot move forward as a group. The Igbos have a greater chance. The Yorubas have the Yorubas have conquered. The Yorubas have conquered. The Yorubas have conquered Hollywood. I'll watch movies here. You see a Yoruba name in the credits. I'll listen to music. You see producer, remix engineer, Yoruba. You big things. Now Yoruba has entered the White House now finally as assistant. If he was an Akwa Ibom man, he has to go and do juju to survive. And Akwa Ibom people will tear him down. They will tear him down till there's nothing left. The only time that you can have is when you've made it dead and they hear the announcement and they're all fake. They'll come. But don't let them hear when you were trying to develop to get there. They'll bring you down. Let them hear, when they hear the announcement that so-and-so has been called as governor, they'll say, congratulations, 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 congratulations. But let them not hear the time you were developing to become governor. They'll bring you down, straight up. They will bring you down. They will destroy everything for you. Let them not hear the time you are trying to get. If you want to marry, hide it. If you want to date someone, hide it. If you want to do a business, hide it. Everything you must hide it. Akwa Ibom people will tear you down. If they hear it, Igbo people is the people I knew. I went to school in Igbo land. I went to school at federal school where you can go up and tell 3 Igbo men and say, see, I want to, they'll say, okay. Tell us how the business is. You say, see, I see, they say, okay. The next time they'll say, come, or yeah, collect 50,000, go and do your bit. Another person will say, come, collect 60,000, go do. Another person will come, collect 70,000, go and do your bit. Another person will say, come, collect 80,000, go and do your business. Akwa Ibom person, they will first of all reject you, then televise everybody that is going around begging for money. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Jesus Christ. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. And I have said it today. Yes, you can. I don't need your friendships, any one of you. I don't care. You guys hate yourselves. You guys, oh, Jesus Christ. You guys have no love for yourselves. None. Not one. Not an inch of it. Not an inch of it. Not an inch of it. And they run. See, let me tell you one thing. I respect Igbo. Yes, Igbo. When I was sitting with them, going to school with them, they have their own sections. They could say people from Anambra do not speak like people from Aba. That doesn't mean that they will tear themselves to destruction and destroy the whole tribe. Yoruba have their own variations in their language. Ogun may not speak the same as someone from Oshun. Oshun may not speak the same Yoruba as someone from, but Akwa Ibom has only maybe two major or 3 major. Those 3, they cannot see eye to eye. They don't have many, they don't have many sections. Ibibio, Anna, don't see eye to eye ever. Then the Eket, they can never see eye to eye. They will fight until things, to the point that in Akwa Ibom state, they cannot give major contracts they must bring foreigners in so that there will be silence. Because at least if you bring a foreigner in, the foreigner will not fight. They won't be able to fight because it wasn't given to me and it wasn't given to you. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves so that foreigners can come. Foreigners come into Akwa Ibom state and make millions of dollars off contracts and all kinds of things while the people themselves are dying in hunger. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Oh, Jesus. And I'm saying it today. Yes, they'll say he's mental, he's losing it. It's because this is not working. No. I'm telling the truth. God in the Holy Ghost and the blood of Jesus Christ knows what I'm talking about. Akwa Ibom people hate. And they, like I said, they know how to profile. You bring someone into your house, he sees your children playing with toys, you say that one, all he does is spending money buying toys for his children. Or they come into your house and watch you playing ping pong. They say he's like a small boy. He plays table tennis every day, all day long. He plays game. He's a game man. He's not a big man. If you're a big man too, they won't let you hear anything. They will talk about you till there's nothing left. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. They hate themselves without mercy. Akwa Ibom man is ready to destroy you and take all your money. They hate themselves. They hate themselves. They have no boundaries. Person wife or person daughter or there's no boundaries like this someone's daughter. Let me not do this. Or this someone's wife. Let me leave someone's wife. Or this, they have no boundaries. There's no boundaries to what they must always annex things for them. It's the most selfish thing I've seen. But somehow they look, I look at how other tribes are moving, like the Hausas. I look at the Yorubas. I look at the Igbos. Akwa Ibom will always take last. A few days ago, I was watching how the Jaws were storming the office of His Excellency, God's will of Akwa. Nobody in Akwa, they remain quiet. You're on your own. They remain because he's a Vanang. He's not Ibibio. Anytime, so that they are so fragmented and so granulated that if anything happens, he's on his own. There's nobody that can get up and say, you see this thing will happen, we no agree. Now our son or now our daughter, no get. If you're on your own, you're on your own. Meanwhile, Igbo, there's a way you will hit an Igbo man, Igbo people will talk. There's a way you will hit a Yoruba man the wrong way, Yoruba people will talk. Akwa Ibom, they'll laugh. They will start forming story around it of how this happened and they know how to form story. They know how to form story. And if you really put your ears to the ground, listen to the story, you say, so what makes this? Why is this story? They say he talks on the internet, or he had a messy divorce, or they'll say what they say. They say he does this. They will take things that are not in the criminal code. You are not a criminal, or you're not a bad person. They will talk until they create a criminal profile for you. When you've done nothing wrong. Absolutely. And then for some strange reason, I want to show you how the witchcraft's strong for their side. The people that are killing, stealing money, doing evil things, pounding babies in water to use and make okra soup so they can eat it. They will not talk about those ones because those ones have money. Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. And they won't talk too because they know those ones have the power to kill them. Anybody that has the power to kill them, they'll keep quiet. The person who is an innocent person that has no power, they will talk and they will try to block every aspect of so that people are sneaky. I mean, crafty. Don't you dare go at Yoruba, Igbo. You see people coming with their boyfriends, people will come with their girlfriends. You cannot go to an Akwa Ibom. You take your girlfriend there and it's your own person. They'll find a way and scatter it now. Or you take they must scatter everything now. You go and they hear you're doing very well. They must talk and destroy everything. They don't love themselves. They hate themselves. I finish for today. They hate themselves. They have hatred for their fake. They hate themselves. I've said it. They hate themselves. Right now they're in court tearing themselves apart over a non-issue. They're in court. The ones in Phoenix, there was one in Phoenix, the non-government organization, the head there was just tearing things apart over a non-issue. The one in Chicago, that one, he insults people at will. The one here in Houston, just coming for meeting or your own people's meeting, he'll insult you, call you names, give you names, say porcupines and this. He insults people because they don't even know how to wield power. They don't know. The one in Chicago insults people at will. Just insult because he's the head of the Chicago chapter. The one in Phoenix, as you're talking, she'll turn off the Zoom so that they'll mute you. So you can't talk and say, finish your thing. I am talking Akwa Ibom people hate themselves. Jesus Christ. I've said it. And I've said it. They hate themselves and they have no respect for themselves. And they are granulated, defragmented, and a single unit, each person. And if any persecution comes to the Akwa Ibom system, they will be destroyed because they have no unity whatsoever. I've said it. Have a good day.